So in Season 5, Rare released the Buried Treasure feature. Although being completely necessary to the idea of pirating, it is one of the most underused features in the game due to the allure of doing larger world events. It is also noteworthy that the amount of gold that you get from doing these events is very minimal and is basically glorified gambling. But to convince others that this feature is actually worth the time, I'm going to go get 5 maps from the quest board and see what they give in gold value. First things first, I started off this research by grabbing the first 5 maps off the board and setting sail. After about 15 different times to try to find my loot on the first island, my large reward was a whole lot of fucking nothing. I went to the next island in hopes of my loot improving, but I was only met with more nothing. The endless cycles of crappy chests continued until my very final island where I managed to get a sapphire. So by the end, the total travel time was about an hour and I received little to no loot. I received only a mere 2,138 gold without an emissary. Now, the general amount of emissary levels you would get from this ranges on the loot, but it typically is in the 2 to 3 level zone. What this implies is that even with a level 2 emissary, you're only going to make 2,850 gold, and a level 3 emissary will only bring 3,563 gold. Reminding you this took an hour. Now I can waste your time and get into comparisons with the amount of gold you get from world events, but we all know the obvious answer. Treasure hunting is simply not worth the time. Rare, as a final statement, I ask that you give players a small gold bonus for going out of their way to get such minimal amounts of loot. It should be just as obvious to you as it is to us why treasure hunting is barely used. Make it more worth our time. Thank you.